I discover that there's this thing. I watched West Side versus the World in like 2019, just around when it came out, as I think so many other people did. And one of my friends and I, at the time, we called it unemployment crew because we had nothing else to do. We were both unemployed. So we'd end up at this like terrible commercial gym at like 3 p.m. and we'd just do the stupidest shit known to man. Be like, what do you want to do today? Let's do Anderson squat against bands from the bottom. I'm like, okay, why the fuck not?
Yeah. What's the worst that
Did
could
we make
happen?
a ton of progress? No, not at all. But it gave us something to do while, looking for work. So it was so fun. I mean, I didn't get anywhere, but it was really fun. And then start taking this a little bit more seriously in 2021. And I realized that, hey, there's this thing called equipment. And equipment seems like fun
Right.
because
So
I'm apparently, yeah.
did you find it?
I knew that it existed as a like intellectual exercise,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't really compete in it. And I didn't really have a lot of interest at the time in doing it. You know, um, I was a little bit involved with Olympic lifting in 17 and 18. And then mid 18, I ended up popping my back. I bulged my L3, L4, L5, and had pretty bad sciatica. So and of course, being 23, 24 at the time, I was like, fuck it. I'm still going to squat. Was in retrospect not a good idea, by the way. That was not a good idea. I didn't know anything about bracing, didn't know anything about how to move right. Just kept going. And so I was like, well, I can't really snatch or clean anymore because the sciatic pain I had was extreme when catching the clean and snatch in the bottom position. Yeah. So I was like, well, I guess I could bench press. And I was like, wait, this is a sport?
Uh,
I found out that bench was a sport. That's a good question. I don't entirely remember. This might have been when I was spending way more time than I should have been spending on Reddit. And discovered bench was a sport and ended up interested in equipment because I was like, well, there's a technical skill to this. Raw is cool. Raw is fine, but there's not a lot of technical skill to raw. I mean, within reason, you have to know how to lower the weight without killing yourself and press it back up. But I ended up starting out this was like the side of powerlifting that I'm very glad has been dying out. I started out with a group from Metal Militia out in Winchester, Virginia. And, I didn't know anything about how the sport's organized at the time, but I remember the last day they were very nice to me. They were very nice and very helpful. But I remember the last time I went there, we're getting this guy in his Leviathan or whatever giant canvas squat suit. And this guy takes off his shirt in front of me and he's got an SS tattoo on his back. And I said, okay, right. So I said, I finished the session, got in my car. I said, I'm not coming back. And I found out later that Metal Militia was generally associated with that type of thing. And
I had no idea.
yeah,
No idea.
that was
has that always been that way, or like I remember in the 2000s we'd always hear from that were the I don't
yeah,
I'm not sure either are still involved, but
I think Bill Crawford's still around. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I can't testify with accuracy to if they're still super involved with white nationalists or not. But at that time, I was like, I don't want to be around these guys. So